Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Good afternoon. My name is William Otworth, owner of a beautiful Catahoula leopard dog named Cotton. As much as I would like to talk to my dog, he doesn't speak English, nor does he understand it. Dogs learn by associating their actions to motions you give them and rewards that follow shortly after. In fact, you can teach your dog basic obedience training through nonverbal training and communication along with positive reinforcement. You may not realize, but when you tell your dog to sit, you may not be reacting from your voice, but actually the motions and body language that you give it. PuppyTrainingSolutions.com goes over various hand signals that you can give them that they may perceive better than they actually do verbal commands. In my research and through my experience in Kevin Golowski's basic obedience training class, I've learned a lot about different training methods. I've experienced how much better positive reinforcement training works as compared to negative training. Would you rather create a bond with your pet that will last a lifetime or have him be scared to be around you? I think you'll find that answer is a no-brainer. Today I will be talking to you about why positive training works better than negative reinforcement training, and also how nonverbal communications can be taught via hand signals and how to properly reinforce that. So, what language do dogs speak? Well, they use a mixture of body language, eye contact, smells, different things like that in order to communicate. As PuppyTrainingSolutions.com states, there's numerous reasons why you should use nonverbal training. One being that canines don't communicate with each other verbally. They use the things that I mentioned before: sight, sounds, body movement, motion, tension in between the two pets. And they certainly don't speak to their humans. You may have taught your dog verbal commands such as sit, lay down, roll over, numerous commands. Some dogs know up to 1,000 commands, but not all dogs work that way. They definitely work off your body language. Silent commands are very beneficial when your dog can't hear you. Say you're in a crowded dog park, in a storm, or if you've adopted a deaf dog. According to San Antonio dog trainer Kevin Golowski, he starts his lesson off every time with what language do dogs speak. The answer is always not English, so we go into things that you can do to teach your dog differently. Teaching dogs hand signals lasts a lifetime, and it's priceless in times like I mentioned. Shouting sit all day if your dog doesn't understand what that means is going to be nothing but frustrating and pointless in the end. And then training with hand signals increases the attention that your dogs pay you. So you may see that trainer on TV, that dog is sitting next to him, staring at them, always keeping eye contact. Like, that dog's a really good dog. What that can do is it can alleviate distracted behavior. So if your dog's always running around waiting for different verbal commands, he may be distracted by different people, toys, different dogs. But if he always is staring at you, waiting for, looking you in the eye, waiting for that command, you always have that bond. So now we'll talk about positive reinforcement versus negative reinforcement. No surprise, dogs react better to positive reinforcement than they do negative. To use an example for it, would you rather have $1 every time you turned in an assignment on time, or would you rather get beat for not turning in that assignment on time? I think everybody would rather have $1. Also, positive reinforcement creates a loving and trusting bond that you'll never lose with your dog. According to the Humane Society and Kevin Golowski, there's two main keys to effective training. The first key is timing. You must nail down timing. It is essential to training your dog. So if you tell him to sit, the second that he sits, you must give him a treat. If you tell him to lay down, the second that he does that, you must give him a treat. The next is consistency. So you and your friends and your family should all use the same commands. This should always be sit, this should always be lay down, this should always be stay, and that's essential in training your dog. When using rewards for that, you don't want to reward them every time they lay down when you tell them to sit. That's bad behavior because he's not doing what you intend him to do. Many trainers believe that punishing your dog for wrong behavior teaches him nothing. Punishing is downright abusive. GermanShepherdTraining.com states that negative reinforcement puts a strain on your bond that lasts a lifetime. And dogs will always show submission and fear when they're around you. So in conclusion, dogs don't speak our language, so it's important to understand how they communicate. Now you should understand how to use nonverbal communication and positive reinforcement. And remember, a well-trained dog is a happy dog, and in the end, you're a happier human. Thank you.